back at it again with the YouTube. Alrighty guys, I told you I was going to come right back at you with another video. The hot chocolate's got us all hopped up. You know what I mean? Tomorrow's payday. It's going to be a fat payday. Here you go, zoom in. So, public service announcement. In this video, this is for the owner-operators that own their own truck. You got your own truck. You're not being held by not having your own truck. You know, you're not going through a lease purchase. You're not hindered by your driving record or your PSP or your CSA. You're top shelf, whatever. You're clean cut. You're good to go wherever. You can work at any company. You have your own truck. Yesterday I seen something, and the day before that, or a couple days before that, I was sitting and having some breakfast and flipping through the old Java-Mad book thing just to see what lies they were selling. Good toilet paper material, by the way. Company guys are making out like a bandit right now. Congratulations. I mean, if you're a company guy and you got any experience at all, you can pretty much start out at 50 cents a mile, it seems like. Which, freaking A, you know, when I got started, it was 28 cents a mile. Now you can come out of the gate at 50 cents a mile with some experience. I guess you're probably, you're still starting at like 38, 40. You know, it's like 10, 12 cents more than when I started in 2011. I went to Warner for 28 cents a mile. All right, Zeus, now that's annoyingly loud. So, owner-operators, you have your own truck. If you're thinking that, if you're seeing that stuff and they're selling it to you, $1.25 plus fuel surcharge, $1.05, you know, we have all these great discounts, we have this, we have that, you know, it's like, if you think about it here, I don't get, you know, that 25-cent discount off the top for fuel like I was getting at Landstar. But if you figure, even if I sucked up, I don't suck up more than 180 gallons at a time if I'm on empty, because I can't hold that much fuel. So say I suck up 180 gallons, you know, and I paid 25 cents more per gallon for that 180 gallons. Well, I got to drive 180 miles, and the difference between my minimum here and minimum at Landstar is 35 cents a gallon. You see what I'm saying? So even if it was 25 cents more here than what I was getting at Landstar, 180 miles, I've made that money back, and then every mile on top of that compounds is more money than I'm getting in. So, and I guess what I'm trying to say is looking at the load board and for what I've been running for so far and what I ran for at Landstar since January of this year, and I have the spreadsheets to prove it, is you can take to the truck at 65% your cut of over $2 per mile. So if fuel surcharge is 35, say fuel surcharge is 40 cents a mile, and you're running for $1.20 a mile plus fuel surcharge, it's $1.60. There's still 40 plus cents per mile that you're losing right out the gate. Okay, 8,000 miles a month, you know, times 0.40, that's $3,200. That's like a whole week's worth of running right there. I mean, that's a truck payment. That's a truck payment and insurance payment. Shoot, that's 2 weeks of fuel. And I just don't understand why I see guys that own their own trucks, and please, if you're running for a company like, you know, that's doing that, I'm not gonna throw those companies out there, because I guess it kind of sounds like I'm bad-mouthing it. I'm not trying to. I just don't quite understand why you would move your truck for that if you're, like I said, an owner-operator and you own it and you can put it wherever, when you can go to Landstar for 65% and do over $2 a mile. And damn sure if you're, you know, an owner-operator running under somebody else's carrier, you're getting 80%, or like I'm getting 78 here. If you got your own trailer, you're getting 90. You know, obviously this is not for the guys that have their own authority, because if you have your own authority, you're booking your own stuff anyway. I don't know why any of you guys would be moving for, even thinking about moving for less than $2 a mile. So if you're watching this and you're doing that, you're running for one of those big companies and they're paying you $1.10 plus fuel surcharge, throw a comment in below and let you know, just, you don't have to tell me exactly what you're making, but fuck, I'd like to know, are you doing 20,000 a month gross? Are you, or like, what kind of figures are y'all looking at? You got to be doing a buttload of miles. You know, I did 1,800 last week. I don't know, maybe 1,800, 2,000 this week. You know, I guess my thought on it is I like to move fewer miles, put less miles on my truck, spend less in fuel, and get paid. Maybe, you know, I guess you're working, making the same, but you're running 3,000, 3,500 miles a week, you know, and I'm doing 1,000, 1,500 less and making the same. And then the discounts from the big carriers don't really come into play because the fuel and the wear and tear on your vehicle, 1,000 miles more per week you got to do to make the same money. You know, it's 4,000 miles a month if you're out for the whole month. And I just don't understand it. So if you're doing that and it's working and you're making a killing, leave a comment below, make a video, something, link in, you know, drop a link in the comments and I'll gladly watch it. But if you're thinking that, hey, you know, they're selling it to you like this is the best way to go, you know, that there is no such thing as $2 a mile freight. Can't show you on my AT&T phone because the DAT load board app is on my iPhone. It's just not true, man. I mean, I haven't had this guy book me other than when I came out of Colorado, which, if you're not familiar, getting out of Denver is a bitch, especially with the dry van. And I had to do a power only move out of there to pull somebody else's van, and I moved for $2 a mile. And then I did another load, like $2.05 a mile. But since I've gotten under this reefer, we haven't booked anything less, because I told him, I said, minimum we need to be looking off the load board for is $2.50 a mile, so that I can get my $2 a mile, you know, take out of, you know, after their cut, I need $2 a mile to move my truck. And so far we've been able to do that, and hopefully we will, you know, knock on wood, we'll be able to continue doing that. Fuel seems like it's kind of mellowed out a little bit, and hopefully the freight rate will keep staying good. But so yeah, I guess that's my 2 cents on it. I don't understand when I see these big billboards, $1.20 plus fuel surcharge, come drive for us, it's gonna be great. And I'm like, don't do it. Go somewhere and make $2 a mile, $3 a mile, you know. Alrighty, guys, thanks for watching again. All that good jazz. We are getting closer to 1,000 subs, and I don't know what, I'm gonna blow something up. When we get to 1,000 subs, when I get back home, I'm blowing something up. We're going to the field. I don't know, we got to do something, right? 1,000 subs, that's crazy, man. So thanks for watching. Carmen, nobody's fucking pulling your chain, bitch. Just kidding. Later.